I just got up. I'm back in Manchester, but I want to show you something. Have a look at this. Come with me, I think. You're going to be excited about this, or I certainly hope you are. A ton of bagels. This is bagels, this is bagels. These are more bagels. I have a lot of bagels. I just got back from New York and I want to tell you about that. First, let me get this guy in the oven. Oh yeah. Probably wondering why I've got all of those bagels. Well, a friend of mine, Farzona, has an uncle who owns an incredible bagel shop in Long Island, New York. And so we literally went over there and cleared that bagel shop out on a Sunday afternoon when no one else was coming in. Literally a huge box, and brought them all back on the plane. Okay, the final act of arriving or leaving New York now is obviously to pack the huge amount of bagels that Farzona has got for us. Look at this. I've frozen them and now every morning I have a little taste of New York in the morning. But what I really wanted to talk to you about is where to stay in New York. New York is a big city, but it is very expensive to stay. Like, the average price of an Airbnb is outrageous. And you're often looking at a little shack, nothing nice. And the hotels, a different question. Now there are loads of good options, don't let me put you off. Like, I loved staying at Yotel, for example, a couple of years ago, which is super central and really, really nice. What if you're flying solo like I was and you're looking for somewhere cheap on a budget? Well, I've got the place for you. Welcome to the Bowery House Hotel. Now it's actually more than a hostel than a hotel, and definitely don't confuse it with the Bowery Hotel, which is actually pretty upmarket and really, really nice. Now the Bowery House is pretty unusual, I'd say quite unique. I certainly have never seen one of these things in the UK before. Inside the maze of hallways you'll find your own little cabin, which is barely the size of a postage stamp. But don't be put off, inside there you've got everything you need. You've got a bed, you've got a table, chargers, and it's just really cozy actually. Now there's still shared bathrooms as you have in most hostels, but you have this extra degree of privacy that you wouldn't get in a normal hostel. You're kind of disconnected from everyone else around you when you go to bed. And if you're just looking for somewhere to put your head down for the night, which is literally what I think I need when I'm traveling, it is perfect. Now I got a room without a view, which means it's cheaper, but you can get a room with a view too. Now the top of the room is really weird. The walls of your cabin do not go to the ceiling. Instead you have kind of a lattice of wood at the top. It does mean that you can hear other people around you, but to be honest it wasn't very loud. I hardly heard anyone. Now the whole vibe is really nice. You feel really New Yorky, to be honest with you. It's even got a roof terrace, which you can go up and have a drink on, or go up in the morning and just get some air. It's even got a roof, which is good if you want to just hang out, chill, just take your time, take in the city. So that's what James and I were doing last night. Beware, I was actually attacked by a pigeon on this roof terrace. The area is amazing. This is one of the best things about the Bowery. You're nestled between Chinatown and Little Italy, which means you've got access to all these amazing restaurants right on your doorstep. You can go and explore, and you're in the part of New York that I love, full of independent shops, restaurants, clothing brands. You've got the International Center of Photography around the corner from you, and Brooklyn Bridge isn't far. I would definitely recommend staying in this area rather than Midtown, where you've got, for example, Times Square and stuff. It feels a lot less touristy. And all of this costs about $50 per night. So relatively, I'd say, it's pretty cheap. When we booked ours, it was a little bit more expensive, but we literally booked it on the night we arrived in New York, and we were gonna stay that night for a couple of days. So we were pretty lucky, I think. So there you have it. The Bowery House Hostel / Hotel, whatever you want to call it. Love staying there. I hope you guys do too. Now if you're going to New York, do let me know. I've got loads of tips and tricks if you want them. And I'm gonna make another little video actually as part of this Everyday May series that Eliska is doing. I'm gonna help her out with another video about my recent trip to the US. I was there for a week. I arrived in Washington to go to a conference, and I traveled up to Philadelphia, across to Boston, and finished in New York. And I think that East Coast drive is really fun. New England is great, the East Coast is great, lots of history there, lots of great food that I want to share with you. So stay tuned, subscribe if you'd like to see that. And I want to tell you, I'm actually really excited about the channel. We're going through a little bit of kind of change at the moment. You'll have seen, this is the new flat. What do you think? It's pretty bare at the moment, there's nothing in it. Eliska's done some videos about it, but there's going to be a proper video coming up. But yeah, we're going through a bit of an energy dip at the moment, but we're going to come back and we're going to come back strong. By the way, I'm sat in front of my windows here and oh my god, I just looked into the screen. I'm a pale man. Right, I'm going to eat that bagel now. Thanks. See ya.